Now, you may not want to be locked down in a 15-minute city without the freedom to roam as you please. And a lot of people are asking, well, what is it that we can actually do about it? Well, it turns out that the elites that want these 15-minute cities, they're going to need us working class to actually put them together. Now, this is a video that's been going around on social media, and this is the fight back against these infrastructures, these elite, woke elites that want to put us in our own prison. And it's an interesting concept, but why is it that us blue collar or tradespeople are doing this? And this gentleman says maybe we shouldn't have to.
Well, everybody asks, what can we do to fight back against this? Feels like we're not doing anything. Well, it occurred to me that, there's a lot of untapped horsepower in the working class. I mean, this is where all the skilled trades reside. This is where all the truck drivers are. This is where all the mechanics are. We got a lot of horsepower. The problem is we don't organize well. For some reason, we're just shit organizers, but I'm going to help with that. See, as of yesterday evening, I am the proud owner of a domain name called bluecollarboycott.com. And as of this morning, I've already reached out to some nerdy types, because that's not me. I can't build websites. I'm a knuckle dragon hammer swigger. So I have reached out to some tech types to get a platform launched. And what I envision is that we will begin to post information about organizations, individuals, woke-ass corporations, what projects they're doing, and take a hard look at whether or not we want to staff those projects. Think about it. We literally get up every day and strap our boots on and go out and build our own prison, don't we? How do you think they're going to build 15-minute cities without people to pull cable and install cameras and install license plate readers and erect the poles and pour the foundations and put the fucking gates up? How are they going to do any of that if people just refuse to staff those projects? And we call out the companies that are taking the contracts to do that kind of shit and refuse to work for those companies. Yeah, boycott, man. We need to bring some Teamsters union energy to the skilled trades. If you're a truck driver, what are you hauling? Where are you hauling it to? Do you know who it's for? Maybe you should refuse that load. Let's say you're a mechanical contractor and there's a cooling tower that's having little issues at one of these woke-ass corporations' data centers. One of these companies that likes to trample all over people's First Amendment. Maybe the data center just gets a little hot because their shit doesn't get fixed right away because they were listed on the naughty list on bluecollarboycott.com. You see where I'm going with this? I know, we got to start somewhere, but imagine the possibilities. And I know it comes with other implications. I mean, ultimately, yeah, they'll get it done. We're not going to get a full lockdown. I mean, it's unrealistic to assume that we're going to stop everything. However, we can slow their roll. We can make things a lot more expensive, make it take a lot longer. I mean, if you can't staff a project, it takes a long time to even get people on the job. I mean, hell, it takes a long time now. Imagine if just 50% of the people that were going to go just up and said, send me somewhere else, boss man. I'm not doing that project. And yeah, I mean, nobody wants to lose their job. But if the community grows large enough, I think we can mitigate some of those risks within the community. So it's coming. BlueCollarBoycott.com. Look for it.
So that is inspiring. That is absolutely inspiring. And for all those people that think, well, hey, you don't want to lose your job. Hey, there's plenty to go around. There's a lot of things that are not woke projects. We have one coming up in my region, the LNG pipeline expansion going to a refrigeration unit where they're going to build this infrastructure, and a lot of tradesmen are coming to work on that. That's not a woke project. In fact, it was the wokes that were trying to stop it, and a lot of people are getting into it. Now, I wanted to find the origins of this and get more information so everybody can get into it and join in. Now, this is being shared around TikTok. Now, the original TikTok video is coming from an account called Surly Fuck, to which you cannot find anymore, and that I'm sure comes with some reasons why. But the Blue Collar Boycott website is up, so and it's coming soon. You can sign up, you can get involved. and we'll see where it goes from there. I also found a Facebook page called Blue Collar Boycott. All the links are in the description down below. Go check them out in your own time. But this is the Facebook page where people are signing up, and it looks like it's connected to another group called Wyoming Liberty Group. Now, this guy, his name is Mike Grabowski, and here's a video here on this page. But I'll also leave a link for an interview that he did with Wyoming Liberty Group, and just to get into a little bit more, expand a little bit more into what he's talking about here.
So a big part of their agendas, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, America 2050, seem to require a surveillance state. And that's just one area where I felt like the blue collar people could make the biggest impact. So if you look at like an economic boycott, a financial boycott, like is happening now with Bud Light or Jack Daniels or Hershey or any of them, right? That sort of happens organically. People are aware of that and they boycott on their own. People may not be aware of some of these agendas, these UN agendas, and what that really means in these 15-minute cities. And when we give them that element of control, what that could mean for the next generation may not mean it for us, but certainly the infrastructure is there. So what I want to do is build a platform so that a free share of information and track these types of projects so that people can be aware of what's going on, and we can identify whether or not we want to lend our resources, our labor resources, to those types of projects. Because I think the chink in the armor right now, if we identify that, is that in America, labor resources are in short supply, in particular, skilled labor resources.
Absolutely. So they're in short supply, and that's why there's enough jobs to go around. A lot of people are afraid, like, I don't want to, give up this opportunity. No, there are other opportunities. You don't have to take these projects on for these things that are essentially going to be your prison. We don't need to build the walls of our own prison. We can staff projects that are in the energy sector, things that are not for, things that are in good faith, real energy projects, natural gas, oil exploration, things like that. Or even some of the renewable things, if they want to build some of these nuclear reactors, they're going to need concrete poured. They're going to need all kinds of things. There's all kinds. You don't need to be a nuclear scientist to get involved in some of these projects that are happening out there. But it could be us, feeding the way forward to a better future, not to our prison. Just like what they were trying to plan in the Netherlands. Now, this is a plan that came out. The Dutch farmers rose up and said, forget this, you're not taking our farmland, and they thwarted this project. But this was the project that was going to happen. It was what they called the tri-state city. They wanted to make this giant metropolis that was going to span over 3 countries. It was going to span over 3 countries: Holland, I believe, Denmark, and Belgium and Germany. There was going to span this entire thing. Now, every time they show us these beautiful futuristic cities, they show us these landscapes that are beautiful and clean and all of that stuff. Look around North America. Look around our world. Look around Europe. Do you see these beautiful, clean places? No, what we're looking at is a future hellscape that is these massive metropolitan areas that are just jammed full of people piled on top of other people. This is the depictions of Judge Dredd from the 2012 movie Mega City 1. And this is more along the lines of what you're going to see with all of the mass migration that'll be pushed into these giant cities, these woke projects. A lot of these things pushed together by elitists that have not your interest in mind. They just want to pile people in for their own benefit so that they can go check out nature all on their own, and they can go visit nature, but you will not be allowed to go out there outside of your immediate zone. And this is what we're looking forward to, unless we make a stand. So I'm going to put this again, the link in the description down below. If you're a tradesperson, if you're an aspiring tradesperson, you're a laborer, you're somebody who works a blue collar job, heck, even if you're a programmer, it looks like they're reaching out. They need people, programmers. They need people who do this stuff. Reach out and let your stuff be known, because we need to organize. We definitely need to organize if we're going to push forward in the future and move towards a future that is actually hospitable for the lot of us, because it looks like they're making their cattle corrals and they're having us construct them so that they can put us in them. Anyway, I'll leave this one for you guys. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know if you're a tradesperson, if you want to sign up for something like this. Say you're a white collar worker. Would you support this kind of initiative? And would you get behind it if you could lend your abilities to such a project, such a boycott of woke projects, projects that are basically against the working class, against the average person, because it looks like there's a big culling that they're moving towards. And I'm going to say, I don't want to get in the cattle car. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below and let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.